So what happens when you catch yourself, but you still react the same old way? Let's talk about it. I'm Brittany. Hey, your manifesting mentor. I'm not a coach, I'm not a guru, but I'm a woman who walks the walk and who shares what works. Now let's talk about the part that people don't always say out loud. What happens when you know better and yet you still fall into the same old reaction? You get triggered, you overthink, and you respond the same way you said you wouldn't. Does that mean the work isn't working? No. It means you're human. Because this process isn't about getting it perfect. It's about becoming aware, faster, recovering quicker, and choosing differently sooner. You gotta remember, there was once a time when you wouldn't have even noticed. You would have reacted, justified it, and then moved on. But now, you catch it. Maybe not in the moment, maybe right after, but you see it. And that awareness, that's progress. This is where reflection matters. Not shame or beating yourself up, but asking, what was I feeling? What was I believing in that moment? What would I choose next time? Because every time you reflect, you shorten the gap between reaction and awareness. And eventually that gap gets so small, you catch yourself before the reaction happens. That's the shift. And that's how the work compounds. So if you had a moment where you didn't show up the way you wanted to, child, don't spiral. And don't make it mean you failed. Just recognize you are closer than you were before. Because it's not about never reacting the old way again. It's about not staying there as long. I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is your reminder, and you got this.